All right, so today we're going to show you how to hook up your Android phone and your iPhone and what it looks like on this particular system. This is the 2024 Chevy Trax, and this is the 1RS trim level, but it will look the same no matter what trim level you have. The only difference you'll maybe have is the actual icon. All right, so I'm going to take my Android phone, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to settings before I even start messing with the car. Okay, and I'm going to go under connections. And then I am going to go under Bluetooth. Okay, so now under Bluetooth here, I don't have any devices showing up. So I'm going to go to Android Auto, click Connect a Phone, click Add a Phone, and now my Chevrolet shows up on my phone. So I'm going to click that. And now it's asking me on my phone, is this the same number that I see on my screen? And it is. So I'm going to hit pair on my phone. I'm also going to hit pair on the vehicle. And, okay, it came up with another message. Do I want to disable Android Auto or do I want to continue? Well, I want to continue. And then over here on my phone, it says, do I want to allow access to contents? And I'm going to click allow. And if it's your car, you want to do the same thing. Okay, so this is what the screen looks like in Android Auto on the Chevy Trax. So if you want to exit back out to Chevy, you're just going to click on this Chevy symbol here, and it takes you back out. Go back to Android Auto, you just click on it. All right, now you can just scroll through the screen here, and what you're going to notice is it's going to take any app from your phone that will work with the Chevy Trax infotainment screen and place it on the screen. So you can shut your phone off and plug it into charge, or if you have the wireless charger, you can set it down there, and you basically don't need to touch your phone at all. All right, so basic things, like for instance, you're going to notice I have Google Maps, but I also have Waze. Okay, so you can install almost any navigation system on your phone and it will show up here. The other thing it will do almost anything of is media. So I've got YouTube music here. I've got podcasts. Ooh, that screen is, there we go. I've got podcasts. And then some additional things I've got, like I've got messages. And that's really nice because that's all hands-free. And then if you go under settings, there's some adjustments you can make. So, for instance, do I want it to show conversations? And I can click that on or off. Show the first line of conversation. Play conversation chime. Startup mode. Do I want Android Auto to start automatically? Default set by car, if used on the last drive, or always. Okay. And then if I go down here, start music automatically. I can turn that on or off. So if it's on when you get in, whatever you were last playing is going to show up. Wallpaper. All right. So if I click on wallpaper here, I can select a different bunch of things. Now right now it's gray, but let's say I want something a little more colorful. Now this is going to be my background. So if I go to the back here, see that stays, which is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to go back into settings, and I'll go back here. We'll go down here. Day-night mode for maps. I can change that to automatic, so it's just based on the light that the car senses. Or I can say day and have it always brighter, or night and have it always darker. Down here, I can change the layout. I can move navigation closer to the driver or media closer to the driver. And then it will change those icons on the screen and move them closer to me. All right, let's go down a little bit here. All right, taskbar widgets. Show quick controls for apps. I can turn that on, okay, if I want. And then I think that's the end of the list. Otherwise, if you want to go into more settings, you can see more in the phone app. All right, so that's the basics of Android Auto, and that's what it looks like. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take my iPhone. I'm going to turn that on. All right, and before I go up to add a phone, I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go to Bluetooth. I'm going to scroll to the bottom so I can see when my Chevrolet shows up here. So up on the screen, I click Add Phone. I'm going to look for my Chevrolet on my phone. Okay, and then it showed up here under my Chevrolet, so I'm going to click on that. It asks if this number on my screen is the same as the one on the car. It is, so I hit pair on my phone, pair on the screen. Allow contacts and favorites to sync. Yes, so I'm going to click. You would click allow because it's your car. I'm going to click don't allow because it's not my car. All right, and then another message will pop up saying use CarPlay with my Chevrolet 2515. I'm going to say use CarPlay. All right. Then on the screen, I've got one more button to push, and that is simply the continue button. All right. So in Apple CarPlay here, we start with the split screen view. And you have these are the most recently used apps right here on the left. And then you've got these buttons right here. If you click it, it flicks between this split screen view and an individual app view. All right. On this view, if you click here, it'll open up a full screen. This happens to be Apple Maps. If I click here, it goes into the full screen into Apple Music. Now, I'm going to click this again here, and I'm going to just show you that basically any sort of music or podcast app, a media app, or navigation will all show up from your phone in this screen that you have already loaded on your phone. So, for instance, I have Apple Music, I have podcasts, I've got SiriusXM, I have got TuneIn Radio, I've got Pandora. So lots of media things will work between your phone and the car. The other thing I would point out is that you've got any navigation app you download will work in here. So, for instance, I've got Apple Maps here. I've got Cygic, which is a different navigation app. And then I've got Google Maps right there. And any one of them will work. Okay? You click on that and you can move around the map if you want. Okay? But these are really nice. And so you can shut off your phone and just use the screen. Now, the other thing you can do is you can use voice command. So that button for this particular car is on the right side of the steering wheel. And if you push and hold it, you can access Siri, or on the Android, you can push and hold it and access your Google Assistant. Hey, Siri, open Google Maps and navigate to the closest McDonald's.
Here's what I found.
And there you go. So just using voice command through Siri, you can open up, Google Maps, if that's your preference, and tell it to plot a course, and there you go. So that is really, really cool. Now, you can do that for anything. You can say, hey, Siri, open Pandora. And there you go. So you don't even have to take your hands off the steering wheel. What you do need to do is you do need to tell Siri that you want to wake up to the Hey Siri sound. I mean, the nice thing about this is, even though this car doesn't come with navigation, you can still use any of your favorite navigation apps from your phone, whether you're Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. And not only can you do that, but you can do it just by using voice commands, either for the Google Assistant or for Siri. And it's just phenomenal. Now, let's say, for instance, I want to listen to FM radio from my car, but I want to use Google Maps. Okay? So, we'll go into Google Maps here in a minute, and we'll just say, real quickly, we'll say recent searches here. Oops. We'll look at restaurants. Mongolian Grill, start. Okay, So let's pretend that we're in Google Maps and we've got a course plotted. Oh, you just press the home button, go to your audio, select your FM. Let's see, I'll hit more, go to FM. Got your station. I can't turn the volume up because of copyright, but all then I have to do is go back to home, go back to Apple CarPlay, and click on my Google Maps. And now FM radio will be playing in the background, which is really, really cool. All right, so that is the basics of how to hook your phone, iPhone or Android Auto, to the brand new 2024 Chevy Trax, and the basics of what is contained within each of those different applications. We hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.